Well, tonight, the Collierville Girls Varsity basketball head coach and her assistant are both out of jobs. This after recently taking the team to the Sweet 16, and nobody seems to have answers to why. For full transparency, we must disclose that Patty Gardner is also an employee of ABC 24. ABC 24's Scott Mattis is live at Collierville High School with reaction tonight. And Scott, you've spoken with a coach, you've spoken with a parent, and even a player. What do they have to say?
Yeah, that's right. Good evening, Rudy. Live here in Collierville, directly in front of Collierville High School. And the people that I spoke with today, like you just mentioned, beyond in shock. Like you said, players that are on the team, parents of those players, and even the coaches themselves. This just came out of nowhere, seemingly. And it's happened now twice within the last just a few days. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see what's going on. Not too much at Collierville High School, but a few hours ago, it was a completely different story. Now, I did call both the high school principal and the Collierville School District requesting answers about the firings, but I have not heard back from them. I do not have any more information, but I can tell you, referring back to what I was talking about, this is the second time in the last week or so. This comes on the heels of Deborah Moody, the girls varsity assistant coach who was let go just last week. Now, a few moments ago, I spoke with Coach Gardner and a frustrated parent. Now, this parent who you're about to hear from says there's possibly much more to the story than meets the eye, but this just came at an absolute shock to his child.
They had mentioned that they got a lot of emails at one point from parents that are coming from Collierville West about what they don't want to go on in girls basketball, but yet their girls have never made the program, and versus the girls that are here. And you hate to not even look at it, but if you think about it, the reality is they're white privilege versus what's on the team now.
Under no circumstance did they talk to the current parents, nor did they talk to the current players who just came off the winningest season in 35 plus years before they made this decision.
Yeah, the best season in the high school's history, Rudy. Just an absolute shock to everyone involved. Now, back out here live at Collierville High School off Shelby Drive, I can tell you that I did talk with at least one player, and they described the scene inside the gymnasium when Ms. Gardner had to say goodbye as she was taking her box full of things out the side door into her truck. They were all in tears. That's how much of an impact these two women have had on these children. I'm sure this story has a lot more legs, and we'll continue to follow it. And Rudy, once again, I've reached out nearly a half a dozen times, if not more, and I still have not heard back from the Collierville School District. Back to you in the studio.